Well, today we are going to boil pig knuckle. This is fantastic meat, as you can see. It's so tender and salted, and this is smoked. And we are going to boil it in there. And we are going to make something very special today. And today we are going to make kumle, raspeball, potetball, kumle. Well, here you can see what we need. Approximately 2 pounds of potatoes, a tablespoon of salt, approximately 3/4 of a cup with rye flour, and 2 tablespoons of regular wheat flour. Now, it's really simple to make, and you will watch me while I make it, but here you have the recipe, and you can stop the movie, the video, and have a look at that whenever you like. This is a very special, and it's a traditional food in Norway. Now, the meat down here will take approximately 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours until it's done. So we have plenty of time making kumle and rutabaga stew. I'm also boiling some carrots for the rutabaga stew, and I'm boiling some potatoes for the kumle, because we needed approximately 1/4 of the potatoes boiled. The rest is going to be raw, and I'll show you what to do. Now look what I've done to the raw potatoes, those who are not going to be boiled. That was only 1/4 of them. The rest is grated. Put the potato just grated on a towel and squeeze out the most of the moist. And now I've done the mix ready. It's approximately 3/4 of a cup with rye flour, 2 tablespoons with regular white flour, rye flour and regular flour, right, and 1 tablespoon of salt. Now we are going to put that in here, but we are going to wait until the potatoes are boiled. Those 2, that we have over there. Now this is the water we are going to boil the kumle in, and I've stolen a bit from the water that the meat is in, because that has a lot of taste, a lot of broth in it. And I added a couple of broth cubes that you can buy, and so to get that water a bit salty and meat tasting water, and that is perfect to boil kumle in. And of course, while we are waiting a bit and the meat is boiling and the kumle is almost done, well, we can have one, huh? Yes. In the western parts of Norway, they use vossakorv. I don't like vossakorv too much. It's okay, but it's not my favorite. This is medisterpølse. We use that for Christmas and ever. This is very fine grinded pork with approximately 33-35% fat in the meat when they grind it. Added milk and a bit flour and salt and spices. This is something that we also well, at least me, I'm just chopping them up like this and put them on bread. This is so good, and it's fantastic made sausage. It's not spicy, it's very mild, and it's our kids' favorite. It's all kids' favorite in Norway, I believe. Well, now we have the flours and the 2 types of flour, and salt. we have the boiled potatoes, a couple we had, and I'm cooling them off a bit. I don't know really why I do that. Maybe I'm scared or afraid that it's going to destroy something if they're too hot. And here we have the potato that we grated. Now we are going to add flour and that up in this, and I'm going to bake it with my hands. And here you can see it's done. Now we are going to form it into balls and we are going to fry it. Use water on your spoon and your other hand, and I'll show you when they are in the pan. Well, here they are. What I'm doing is that I'm just taking a portion on my tablespoon and just roll it into my hand and just roll it like, you know, flip, 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 until it gets rounded like a ball, and then I'll place it carefully down. However, I put some bacon and stuff into half of them. You just put it in and you close it and you just roll it and you put it into the water. That makes them really taste good. Now they are going to simmer here for about 30-35 minutes. When they start to float up, they're done. And as you can see, I'm heating the medistered sausage also down there. Yep. Okay, let's go through the recipe. Komle. I got approximately 2 pounds of potatoes, maybe 1 potato more, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a cup with rye flour, and 2 tablespoons with regular flour. Now you saw what I did. We are boiling 1/4 of the potatoes and we grate the rest of them. We are adding salt when done and the flour. Crunch the boiled potatoes into everything and we mix it with our hands. Then it gets really, really good. We make round balls. Moisten your hands with water when you touch them, because then they don't stick to your hand. Let them simmer for about 30-40 minutes and they will float when they're done, really. And you can take one up and test it. Okay, that's the recipe. The meat is boiling. I'm not going to tell you how to boil meat. 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and it's done. And the medistered sausages are also coming along down here. Now you can see it's bubbling a bit down there. Then I am reducing the heat. Don't let it boil too hard, then they will dissolve. Don't let them do that. Not the sausages, but the komle. And this is just me. I'm putting the sausages into the oven and putting on the heat on top and grilling them a little bit before dinner. The rutabaga stew is done. It's basically just boiling rutabaga and remove the water and take some carrots and a potato and the rutabaga and crunch it and I'm adding water from the frying process here that has a lot of its meat taste, so the rutabaga stew gets a bit salty and a bit good. But you need to add a bit more salt and a bit pepper, then it's done. How to taste a komle? Taste the water. Oh God, that's a soup. They are good. Now komle has been around for a while. Probably someone very tired of eating just potatoes. Just crunched them, added some flour and some salt and put them together again, and wow, that was a different taste. Who knows? Well, this is what I do. After 30 minutes, I make a cut into it and I'll taste it. Oh, they're very soft and taste incredible from the broth. They're good. Now I'm going to take them up. They're done. And be very careful with them when you take them up. Place them on a plate. Let them cool a bit before you eat them. Then they settle in a way. Well, here they are. Let them cool off a bit. 10 minutes. Then they will settle. Now, when the kumle is gone, the way I make this broth down here with a lot of taste and taste from the meat, it's a perfect startup for a soup. Any kind of soup. It tastes like meat. It's a good base. Take care of that. Now look at those sausages with a fine crust in there, huh? Ooh, this is good. And use this as a gravy together with the rutabaga stew, the meat, and those wonderful kumles. Fantastic. Well, guys, it's done. Rutabaga, kumle, and use that fantastic thing as a gravy that you boiled the kumle in. And that boiled, salted meat, it's absolutely fantastic. There are 3 different tastes here, and they harmonize incredibly much. Enjoy it. And for those of us, like me, who must have some of this sausage, bit crust, they are good. See you around, folks.